Jose Rizal has been an icon for over decades for his acts of bravery, in which were one of the factors that made him the national hero of the Philippines. However, there is always a question that rises from within us. How can an ordinary man become extraordinary? Does it come from being poor? Was it because of his experiences and expertise, among other things? Or was it because of his parents, or because he had seen the world? These questions continue to make us curious how one can become a model of nationalism or to become a hero. We aspire to show the formation of Rizal from various perspectives, which will help us to see how Rizal became a model of nationalism. This contains man and his environment, behavior and capacities like his will to live, which includes the desire to possess happiness, the change of mentality, the need for experience, and the ability to think, aspire, and strive to rise. This will enlighten people that there are not specific ingredients or factors that makes a person to be great. It is the collated and integrated factors that make a person who he is.
One of the factors that may have shaped Rizal to who he was that he experienced a lot of things in the past.
Moreover, the fact that the things he experienced was not easy may have affected him one way or another. One event in his life that probably greatly influenced him was his brother's convictions toward freedom. Not every person just magically want to fight for something other than himself. There would be some mediating factor that caused him to be a model of nationalism. There is a concept of modeling by Bandura where it was a part of a learning process towards learning. It says that people imitate things, people, or behavior that was observed. Rizal, even as a child, probably observed maybe not only his brother, but also other people when they were being oppressed by Spaniards and fights their way through it. Furthermore, the collectivist concept in social psychology was also observed by Rizal. This concept stresses philosophy of group needs over individual needs. Rizal greatly thought of the Philippines and its people, in which caused him to his death. This proved that the spirit of nationalism lies within him.
Although Rizal didn't study business, he still became a businessman. And from my point of view, it is his nationalism that led him into this industry.
On May 14, 1893, Rizal engaged in business in partnership with Ramon Carrion, a Dapitan merchant which has a profitable business ventures in fishing, copra, and hemp industries. In a letter to Hidalgo dated January 19, 1893, he expressed his plan to improve the fishing industry in Dapitan and instructed Hidalgo to help him buy a big net for trawl fishing, or pukutan, and send him 2 good Calamba fishermen who could teach the Dapitan folks better methods of fishing. One of his profitable business venture was the hemp industry, and to break the Chinese monopoly on business in Dapitan, Rizal organized on January 1, 1895, the Cooperative Association of Dapitan Farmers, and according to its constitution, its purpose were to improve the farm products, obtain better outlets for them, collect funds for their purchases and workers by establishing a store wherein they can buy prime commodities and at moderate prices.
And speaking of Chinese, Rizal also fought for what he perceived to be Chinese exploitation of Filipinos.
He viewed Chinese as unfair traders and businessmen who took advantage of Filipinos for profit. He even promised to his mother that he would never buy any products from them. And I think that is something our youth can imitate. We have to protect our country from unfair foreign businessmen and patronize our own products.
The greatest achievement of Dr. Jose Rizal to the country is that he is the founder of Filipino nationality and he awaked the heart and mind of the Filipino people.
Jose Rizal was indignant about Spaniards. At this absurd behavior, which was a clear evidence of irrational racial prejudice at the time, Rizal derived a personal satisfaction from his education and felt proud that he could prove himself equal, if not superior, in intellectual acumen to the Spaniards. His solemn determination to use his intelligence to save people from the quagmire of ignorance made him believe that educating the masses was the answer to worsening misery of his countrymen. The uphill struggle would be long and tedious, but he knew that the only way to emancipate his people was through education.
Rizal used his existence for the service of others. He served as a guide that people looked up to, which helped them go through with their lives.
In psychology, there is a process in which a person functions as a model for others by exhibiting the behavior to be imitated. This is called behavioral modeling. With or without any conscious direction, the person learns the new behavior through imitation. Jose Rizal's remarkable characteristics amazes and inspires people to follow his footsteps in helping them attain his dream. Like Rizal, they also desire to be an inspiration to others in helping people realize their dreams by continuously making them believe in themselves. In addition, this enriches the learning of the Filipino youth and challenges them to have a fruitful learning.
As a tourism student, I want to show what factors affected Rizal, how he was formed as a nationalist, and what influenced him towards his nationalism. Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Rialonda, Jose Rizal is the most traveled Filipino hero in history. The travel and adventure of Jose Rizal are an important fact of his education and sophistication, through which he learned the culture and politics of other countries. His studies continued in USD until he was unhappy at the Dominican institution. After finishing the fourth year of his medical course in USD, Rizal being disgusted with the method of instruction in the Dominican-owned university and the racial prejudice of Dominican professors against Filipino students, decided to study abroad. He predicted that his decision of studying abroad would not be favored by his parents. He did not ask for their blessing, and aside from studying in Spain, he was on a secret mission. This mission was to observe keenly the life and culture, languages and customs, industries and commerce and government laws of European nations, in order to prepare himself in a great task of liberating these people. Rizal was greatly influenced by other nations, but in spite of traveling abroad, studying their culture, his love for his country stays the same. Rizal built nationalism through himself by dying for his country, uniting his people as one. The death of Rizal started the people to fight for their right and freedom, bringing back their homeland, Philippines. Studying Jose Rizal's life and his written works, we were able to have a better understanding of the nationalism of Rizal, and we're also able to correct the myths regarding the real convictions of Rizal. Rizal wanted what he believed was for the welfare and benefit of his fellow men and the Spaniards, and such desire for peaceful coexistence with the Spaniards is not totally a bad thing. But Rizal failed to see what majority of the natives is experiencing and what these people truly need. He wanted freedom, but he didn't want to separate it in Spain, while what the people deserve and aspire for is independence from the colonizers, and the idealism embedded in his mind made him dream of the almost impossible, and had that ideal concept prevail in his mind until the very end. True enough, Rizal has inspired his fellow men to fight as he became as an icon and victim of the cruelty of Spain. Although it was just a matter of untold truths and misunderstanding, yet the nation were still able to push themselves towards independence through their unified strength and efforts, and Rizal may have caused some influence for those people to have the sense of nationalism. Fired up, although he was different, and the result of the independence was bittersweet for the Filipinos who fought and died for it. And it's such a regret for Rizal wasn't able to see.
According to Filipino psychology, the concept pakikisama was identified by Lynch as a Filipino value, giving it an English translation as maintaining smooth interpersonal relations by going along with others or the majority decision. Rizal used this concept to get along with others and have them to be in good terms with him. Through his life, he became friends with a lot of people, and that pushed him to gain help from them. He knows how to negotiate with people. That's why he lived in another country by himself, but with the help of friends he was able to live comfortably. Rizal pushed forward to say his opinion and his stand to the colonizers about the Filipinos' liberation in a less violent manner. He compromised the needs of both parties in his stand for the Filipinos and for speaking up his perception while avoiding revolution. The concept pakikisama was used by Rizal because he maintained smooth interpersonal relationship with the colonizers while speaking up about his stand that made the Filipinos see him as a hero too. His approach to the colonizers made them decide that he will be our national hero because he did not fist fight nor use any weapon to say his stand to them, but he only talked to them. His writings were also a proof that his pakikiayon to the Filipinos was very much seen and he was well liked by the Filipinos for that. This will enlighten people that there are no specific ingredients or factors that makes a person to be great. It is the collated and integrated factors that make a person who he is, maybe a hero in the future. All of these served as Rizal's guide in his continuous effort to make over his beloved country, the Philippines.